Shalom. I would like to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha Qurash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who have taught us all this truth. The spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. I'm Shaquat, and I'm back here with another lesson. Lord willing and satisfying to the hopeful elect, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum. To you sincere Akyom, Buakwathium, and a sincere Shalom to you brothers that are out here pushing this truth down the highways and the byways, and to the YouTube blessings, man, Shalom to you all. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying and exhorting to the elect. So you see by the title, is it just going? All right, so you see by the title, Major Prophecy Update, Motb nearing. And I know I'm a little late. You know, I've been meaning to do this lesson for a little minute now. So I know I'm a little late on this, but, you know, major prophecy, given that this is June, right? You know, this kind of came out about 2 weeks ago, actually, but, you know, I'm just getting around to the lesson now. You know, a lot of things happen in the spirit that the Lord once brought out by certain brothers at a certain period of time. So this is the time for me to bring this out, you know, as other brothers have already brought it out, you know, over the past few weeks. So once again, major prophecy update, the Motb, which is the acronyms for the mark of the beast. M, mark, O, of, T, the, B, beast. The mark of the beast nearing, meaning is soon to come. Look up the word nearing, it means soon to come or closely approaching. All right. So, yeah, and I got some precepts I want to touch upon, but we're going to watch a few videos first. So first, I'm going to go to Instagram just to get that one out the way. Then we're going to watch a video that the elder Amon Gabar put up. Don't take this video down, YouTube. I know that was gruesome. I was not. Please don't take the video down for that, please. All right, I want to say fair use. This video will be conducted under the Fair Use Copyrights Act of 1976. I can use all this public information, all right, for the purpose of education, all right, teaching and criticism and research. This lesson will not be monetized. This video is a non-profit video. Take that off of here. I already did this lesson. So here we go right here.
Normalized microchips in the human body are not going to be the government. They're going to be your neighbors. They're the ones who are saying if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear, or I'm not doing anything wrong. That is how you get gaslit into handing over your sovereignty. They always sell it as safety. Now, here's the article I'm showing you. UK government ministers sat down with senior officials and executives from over 30 companies, including Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, Google, IBM, and Palantir, to discuss implanting microchips under the subcutaneous tracking, and it would allow authorities to monitor location, health, and behavior patterns in real time around the clock. They also proposed driverless prison vans and robot-run jails. The government stated the goal is to create prisons outside prisons that keep the public safe, while convicted people live in the community. Safety. They always call it safety. Now, open your...
And as the scriptures say, when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, right? So...
Copy of the Fourth Industrial Revolution by Klaus Schwab, if you've been listening to me. This book was written in 2015. Deep Shift number 1, Implantable Technologies. Deep Shift number 12, Driverless Cars. Both in that article, both in that...
Yeah, all of that stuff is coming. That's what we've been preaching. You know, starting with the elder apostles Tahar, you know, and the other elder apostles, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Racha, and Elder Apostle Orion Lob, and the elder bishops, on down to the elders, on down to the, you know, up and coming elders, on down to the brothers, on down to the little brothers. You know, listen, we've been preaching through the spirit for years. This is what's coming. So this is no shocker. This is a no-brainer. This is what's next up on the chopping block of prophecy.
Book 11 years ago. I read it in 2018, and I have been telling you ever since. This is moving faster than my own exit strategy planned for. Follow me right now.
This bet you his exit strategy does not involve the Lord at all whatsoever. So it's all going to come to naught.
I'm going deep into how far down the World Economic Forum rabbit hole we actually are, and I'm not stopping until you see the full picture.
Like Jake on the level. Anyway,
People who are going to norm.
You know, the brother put it in the. Basically, he put what the guy was saying in the video in the caption. Like, Jake ain't on no level, man. You know, this Jake is not on the level. So anyway, let's go to the Elder Amar Gabar stuff. I go to his video. Just want to make sure this is still rolling.
Still activated, even in your home.
Here at GMS. You heard it first. Here at GMS.
Here, major tech companies propose putting microchips inside.
See the precept, Isaiah 42:9, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. And that's right. These former things have come to pass, and these new things, which the Motb is a new thing. Only John the Revelator got the vision of the mark of the beast. Nobody else. All right? He got the direct vision of the mark of the beast. Now, you do have other precepts who, you know, that surround the mark of the beast, but it don't go into it directly like John the Revelator did in Revelation 13. But you have a precept in 2nd Ezra 16, round about 68, 69, going into the people who consented to the beast, or who consented to the image. That's surrounding the mark of the beast. And you also have Daniel. Daniel. It's not Daniel. It's Romans. It's somewhere in the book of Romans. I believe Romans 11. It's definitely Romans 11. You know, around about 4 or 5, where it says he had 7,000 men that did not bow the knee to the image of Baal. Right. So all that's surrounding the mark of the beast. Right. But John the Revelator was the only one to have a direct vision of the mark of the beast. All right. Not even all the prophets have. So this is a new thing. You cannot, because John the Revelator, when he was alive during the Neo-Roman Empire, the Neo-Greco-Roman Empire. Can you state a time where the mark of the beast, or some like Revelation 13 and 16 on down, or starting at 14 on down, was happened in the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire? Can you state a time? No, you can't. You can't date that in history because it has yet to happen. This is a prophecy meant for right now. That's why when you read the book of Isaiah, I forget what chapter it is, but it goes into, let me get it. I don't want to butcher it. Isaiah 46. So Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done. So the mark of the beast, that has not yet been mandated. That's not a prophecy that has come to pass yet. This is about to come to pass. It's coming to pass right before our eyes. Right? Saying, my counsel shall stand, meaning his words shall stand. He's going to do what he said he would do. And like he said, and I will do all my pleasure. You understand? So there you go.
Of prisoners. Here it is.
So a digital rights group called Foxglove has just obtained meeting minutes from a UK government roundtable where Google, Microsoft, Amazon, IBM.
Major tech companies propose putting microchips inside of prisoners. Here it is.
So digital rights.
Major tech companies propose putting microchips inside of prisoners. Here it is.
So digital rights.
Major tech companies propose putting microchips inside of prisoners. Here it is.
So
major tech companies propose putting microchips inside of prisoners. Here it is.
So a digital rights group called Foxglove has just obtained meeting minutes from a UK government roundtable where Google, Microsoft, Amazon, IBM, and Palantir were all proposing, surgically implanting chips, like microchips, inside prisoners in order to track their behavior and their location in real time. And here's the thing about all of that. You see, that meeting took place a little over a year ago, and those proposals had been sitting under consideration for that entire year, and nobody knew about it until a few days ago when those minutes were made public. And according to Ministry of Justice sources, none of those proposals have been ruled out. they're all still on the table. Now, if you've been following me for a while, then you already know why my face looks like this. Because last year, I published a 7-part investigation called Who TF is in My Head, and it was about Elon Musk and his company Neuralink, and about the potential for experimentation on incarcerated people, potentially, allegedly, when it comes to testing this technology, allegedly.
Do I have to say it out loud? Number one, this is a pretext to create the context to knock on your door. Okay? This isn't just for prisoners. Look at the companies who are involved. These companies are consumer or end consumer companies, meaning the consumer is the one buying the end product. These are not companies that typically deal with just prisoners as their end consumer. You're talking about companies whose end consumer is you and I. Number one. Two, prisoners still have rights. Those who are incarcerated, 99% of them come home eventually. So prisoners still have rights. And do they have a right to say no to this proposal? And lastly, if this happens, which we are hoping it doesn't, it's a ridiculous idea, and
we're hoping it does. You're hoping it doesn't. We don't speak French, bitch. Don't speak French, nigga. You don't hope it happens. We hoping it happens, and we know it will happen because this is prophecy. All right? So no, don't throw that shit on to us, nigga. You do not speak for everybody.
erodes more of.
Like the elder said, you heard it here at GMS first. Fuck all that whole. We hope that, nah, nigga, we hope it do. The quicker that shit happens, the mark of the beast, the quicker the mark of the beast is mandated, the quicker we get the fuck out of here. Fuck what this nigga saying.
Your sanctity and rights as a human being. If this happens, well, that means that wherever they go, once they are released, individuals who are formerly incarcerated, do they keep the chip? So that means they will.
No shit, Sherlock.
But they go, the chip is still activated, even in your home and restaurants, etc., etc. It's a never-ending story.
You heard it. Major tech companies propose inserting microchips into prisoners. You heard it first from GMS, the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the elder bishops, to the elder brothers, and the rest of the teachers of GMS. You heard it first here. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise.
So there you go. I just wanted to tag a few precepts, and we're going to close the lesson. All right, so let's go to Revelation 13. All right, the infamous. All right. We just jump to the point, you know. Reading these two verses are beautiful. We just jump to the point for the sake of the video. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Let's go to that word bond.
Strong's G 1401, doulos.
Doulos says a slave, bondman, man of servile condition. Metaphor, one who gives himself up to another's will. Let's go down. That ain't it. A servant, an attendant. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a prisoner. All right. Rich or poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand. When you go to that word marcus in the Greek, charagma, which is a physical mark. All right. More so an implant. Something that goes under the skin. In their right hand or in their foreheads. Well, see, it says the right hand. What if I get it in my left hand? Well, when you go to Revelation 20 and 4, it says, it mentions hands. It mentions hand plural. All right, hand plural. So now what, bitch? Anyway, so this is the prophecy. This is the prophecy, man. even prisoners will get the mark. And we've been saying that before they even brought this out, that they're about to do that. We've been saying, hey, they're going to give it to prison, especially Apostle Har. I've heard him say it 1,000,000 times over the past, years I've been in this truth. I done heard him say it multiple times. Man, they're going to give it to the prisoners, and they're going to offer it up to the prisoners, and they're going to be like, hey, because it's still going to be a choice at the end of the day. They're going to be like, hey, you want to get out of prison? Take this chip and we'll let you out. If you want to get out of prison, here, we'll let you out, but you just have to let us put this chip in you. All right? You just have to let us put this chip in you and we'll let you out. Now they're talking about actually doing this, and they're about to do this. Hey, man, prophecy is screaming. It's screaming. All right, that's why this is a lot committed to the prophets. When you go to Revelation 19:10, and you go into that word testimony, it says the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. When you go into that word testimony, it says the lot committed to the prophets. So that's what we're here to do today, to testify against this devil and to testify of the prophecies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua as they are here to play out in these last days. All right. Like that angel, I forget which archangel it was talking to Esdras. All right. Esdras was really inquiring deeply, over much so in a sense. He was inquiring too damn much, in a sense. But anyway, the angel told him, all right, that basically majority of the prophecies have already come to pass. And that was what? About 10,000 and a half years into creation. It was about 10,000 to 10,000 and a half years into, creation by that point. So, and Ezra was around during the what? The Medo-Persian Empire. So that was way back then. So think about where we're at now. Because after the Medo-Persian Empire, you had the Grecian Empire, then you had the Roman Empire. Now we're in a revived Roman Empire. So we 3 empires down the line from the time that Ezra was in. So if most of the prophecies came to pass at his time, how much more now? How much more now? So there you go. Prophecy watch, man. We told you the mark of the beast is the RFID CHIP. The radio frequency identification CHIP. But nobody wanted to believe us. Now people are starting to believe. That's because the scriptures say, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Right? So, what else did I have lined up over here? Let's get to Revelation 3:10, because this is going to be a trial to test everybody. Everybody will be tested. You understand? So Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. When you go into that word world there, it says oikumene, which means what? The whole entirety of the world, all right? To try them that dwell upon the earth. You understand? So there will come a time where the whole world, Israelites and heathens, will be tested concerning this mark of the beast. And if you taste it, all right, if you take it, you're going to taste the rainbow, bitch. And what I mean by that is you're going to be thrown into the nuclear fire, burning with brimstone, which is the second death, which is known as the lake of fire, or Armageddon, or in the Hebrew, Harmageddon, which means mountain of troops, or you could also say the valley of Yehoshaphat, which really the valley of Yehoshaphat is over in that's over in the Levant. Really, that's not America, but you get the point. It just means Yahweh's judgment. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyway, so there you go. This is a testing period, and those prisoners will still have a choice. Don't let people fool you. They ain't gonna have no choice. Well, the ones who don't have a choice, that's on them. That's the Lord's will. They was through to begin with. That sound personal, but majority of those prisoners, just like you civilians, you will have a choice. You will have a choice. It will be a very difficult choice because Esau is gonna strip you so far down to the point where it's like you ain't got shit. You can't buy, sell. You can't pay your rent. You can't do shit. You can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be that bad. If you can't buy and sell, nigga, you just through at that point. You just assed out. All right, you can't even move in society at that point. All right, so Esau gonna have it to where you can't buy, sell, none of that shit. You know? Salakia. So he's gonna have you in a state to where you have to take the chip in order to survive in society. That's why it says in Revelation 13 and 15, if you don't consent to the beast, you shall be basically killed. And that word kill, it basically goes into you being X'd out from society. You're going to be exiled from society. You're not going to be able to participate. Right? That's what it really is going into. So you're still going to have a choice, but it's going to be a very hard choice to make because Esau going to strip you of all your resources to where it's basically like, damn, you got to take it. But the elect won't. Now, I don't want about to be at that number. We ain't taking that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we have faith in the Lord. The Lord said in Isaiah 65, Yahweh Bashim Yashai said it, man. In Isaiah 65, we're going to eat, we're going to drink, and we're going to rejoice. We're going to sing for joy. So, Lord willing, we ain't going to take that shit. Because we got faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. We're going to keep the patience. Adon Ratazah. We're going to suffer it. And we're going to just be as pilgrims upon the earth, like 2 Ezra 16 and 40 says. All right? Elijah, he was at the point to die. What did the Lord do? The Lord sent a raven and gave him food when he was in the wilderness traveling. Daniel was in the lion's den. No food. Shit, he is the food. But the Lord sent the angel to grab Habakkuk by his fro, and he told Habakkuk, he sent the angel down to Habakkuk, hey, Daniel's over there in Babylon. All right, he need help, he need food, and you got food because Habakkuk had made food to give to his servants. He like, hey, you got food, and he need food, and Habakkuk like, I don't know where Babylon at. I never been there. The angel said, just took him by his afro and teleported him to Babylon to the den. And he gave Daniel food. Those are miracles that's going to happen, man. You know, remember when the Lord had the manna come down from heaven? You know, in the wilderness, we were fed, as always. So we have to have that faith that will happen again. Remember when Yahweh Shai fed in multiple times? He did that on multiple occasions, man, like weeks and months apart. You know, he fed a mass multitude of people. So you have to just believe that those miracles are indeed coming. These miracles are coming. When the Lord said in Isaiah 59 and 19, when the enemy shall come down unto you, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. That standard ain't just talking about the power to manipulate elements. It's also talking about the miracles that the Lord is going to do to feed us, man. Miracles, man, which power to manipulate elements is a part of the miracles, but I'm talking about other type of miracles, man. All right, that's where faith comes in, and a lot of people be like, "Well, what faith? The Lord ain't doing nothing for me now." Da, 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 da. Well, when you read Hebrews 11 and 1, it says, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." There's no evidence. Well, it says the evidence of things not seen, dickhead. You won't need to have faith if you could see it, you bozo. That's the whole point of faith. You don't see it, man. You're in a position where it seems impossible, but then that's when your faith kicks in, and that's when it's possible. All right? You have to be put in a tricky situation, in a pickle, for your faith to kick in. If you all good, fine, and dandy, nigga, there's no need for faith. You have to be put in a bad situation, in a troublesome situation. That's when your faith kicks in. That's when your faith kicks in. All right. So let's go to 2 Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. So that's what we're doing. We're measuring the times diligently, and we know that this prophecy is the Revelation 13. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and the end, and an end, and the end is manifest. And like Ecclesiastes 7 said, better is the end of a thing than the beginning of one. All right. So we at the point where we're at the end. All right. We're at the end. All right. That's where we're at. We're measuring the times diligently, and through that diligent measure, we see, hey, nigga, this is it. The mark of the beast is the final major prophecy before things completely get to rolling. When the mark of the beast comes to pass, everything just going to start moving quick, fast, and in a hurry. Verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right. So if you believe, all right, if you have works which shows forth your faith, and you really believe, you're going to be delivered from this, man. So the elect will be delivered. Lord willing, we have that number. All right, so closing on this precept here in Habakkuk 2, starting at 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. All right, so we are watchmen. We have to watch. We have to blow the alarm in the Lord's holy mountain. That's what we have to do. Sound the alarm in the Lord's holy mountain. We're watching. We're measuring the times diligently. We're on post. A watchman can't fall asleep. Romans 13:11 says it's a high time to awake out of sleep, nigga, because our salvation is nearer than when we believe. So fuck all that sleepy shit. Sleepy time over, nigga. Time to wake up, like Ghost told Tariq. If you ever watch Power. Sleepy time over, little nigga, time to wake up. That's what he told his ass. Wake your bitch ass up. Nigga, sleep time over, fuck nigga. Get up. The end is here. Nah, it ain't near, nigga. It's here, nigga. Wake your bitch ass up or get mowed over. Playtime is over, nigga. It's the big leagues. I just made a lesson on that, man. A month ago, back in May, the lesson was entitled Playtime Over, It's the Big Leagues. Playtime is over, nigga. It's the big leagues. Wake your ass up, man. This shit is not a game. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry, man. And it ain't tarrying, man. It's on the way. It's here. And when that bitch is mandated, that motherfucker ain't gonna tarry. All right, like the scripture just said, the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. It's speaking, it's screaming, and it damn sure ain't lying. So the fact that niggas are still out here saying the mark of the beast ain't the RFID chip, nigga, your ass sold out, or you just a bugged out bozo ass nigga. But as Elder Apostle Tahar through the Holy Spirit proclaimed this year, the year of apostates, sellouts, and bug outs, in the hopeful year of our deliverance. But that first part, apostates, sellouts, and bugouts. Through ass niggas. All right? So with that being said, I do hope and pray that this was edifying to the elect. I would like to close this lesson, giving all praise, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, Bahashim Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who have taught us all this truth in the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi. And until next time, Abba Ball, Kwame Asharala, Gadol Abadium, Lababal, Hagadol, Yahweh Mahar, Wahabathum. And until next time, I would like to say unto you all, Shabbat Shalom.